in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. So Oregon's offense will come out first. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Iowa's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Hawkeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's House. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle, it's House. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's played. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on 2nd and goal.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from Pater.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently, almost...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent,
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Lanier. Bringing the heat. Back open in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
With the catch, it's Woodhead. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Powers through. Touchdown, Oregon. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Iowa! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lanier. Gets it out quickly. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights. Good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 9 to Utah. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quarterback extends the play. He's going to take off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Hawkeyes will they'll send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Now on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Lanier. Looking down the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Ducks want to move quickly. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Rides the back and leaves it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line, and that is why explosive plays can change games.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, it's Harris. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense defense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Dickens. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Lanier. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's complete to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Using his legs, it's Harris. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Past the first down marker and still running. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Have your yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over San Jose State.
From the shotgun, they'll run it.
The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Dropping back, it's Lanier. He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity.
Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one. A 57-yard attempt. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Got enough for the first. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Pressure coming. Grab near the sticks. It's Kane. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Hawkeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
The Hawkeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Oregon, 27.
And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
22 water. 22 water.
Gonna look downfield again. Got a man. It's Woodhead.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Lanier. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's looking to pass. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to...
Oh, he's got some space. Pass to 50. The 30. The 20. The 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall and running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw, it's Lanier. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. finds a tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice